Okay, so since we don't have everyone right now, we are just going to move on directly to what we are supposed to be doing today. Okay, so today we're going to start a new project. We're going to be talking about still life. So still life is a different from what we've been doing. It's where you have a reference, so like these pictures I have on the right. You set up something like this, and then you go and you draw that. So it's called a still life because you're usually using objects that are not alive, like you see like the vases here, or like fruits. So you won't be drawing like a dog that would be moving around. And usually in still lifes, you choose, as the artist, you choose objects that are important to you, and then you draw that, so then your viewer will be able to see what you hold important to yourself. So some examples, I don't know if you guys have seen them before, but these are all pretty famous still lifes, and these as well. So the point is, these two are kind of similar. They both use a lot of color and they're very detailed. This one is more detailed than this one, but then in the next one here, you see, this is very minimalistic, meaning like there's not a lot going on. It's just very simple colors and very simple shapes. Whereas this one is completely different. This one's kind of like a comic book, like the style that you would see in a comic book. So the point is that your still lifes don't need to be exactly like this, like how you see it. You can turn it into whatever you want. So the project that we will be doing, so the project that we will be doing is a still life. You're going to choose three objects that are important to you, and set it up in an interesting design. So don't put them all in a row next to each other. So I'm going to stop sharing for a second. So if my objects was like this pencil case, my phone, and a pencil, I wouldn't want to just put them next to each other like this. There's no overlap, and it's not very interesting to draw. So if I wanted to, I could rest the pencil on it like this, and then use the phone to also prop it up. So this way it's more interesting for you to draw, and it looks better than just having it like this. So make sure when you're setting it up, you want it to be interesting. And like I said earlier, you can choose however you want to draw it. You can incorporate colors, so you can use like colored pencils or oil pastels to draw it. It can be very simple, like this right here, or it can be more detailed like the other ones. And we're just going to spend this class period working on that. And usually still lifes take a long time to draw. It's not very easy, since you have, most of the time you're trying to make it how it looks like exactly. Of course, you don't have to, like this one right here. So we're going to spend both this class period and next class period working on it. However, if you finish it this class period, that's fine. You can make another still life reference and draw that. So I'll give you guys maybe like 3 minutes. You can go anywhere in your house, just grab 3 items that are important to you and draw it. And set it up first, and then show me how you set it up, so I can make sure that it's not like just 3 objects next to each other. Yes, Angelina?
Can I just make 2?
Yeah, you can do 2 if you want. It's just if you have 3, it's there's more interaction between the objects and it's more interesting. Angelina, if you've chosen your objects, can I see them?
Okay.
Okay, yeah, that's good. That's good. Maybe you can leave them out. Like if you want to draw with some of them left out, it might be interesting to see that.
Oh, yeah. But I still need to take these up now.
Haha, I know that you don't want to turn your video on, but could you unmute yourself and let me know if you're all set? Or type in the chat. Are you all set?
Yeah.
Okay, good. Oh yeah, Valentina, back to what I said earlier, how if you want to leave the little watercolor dishes out, if you don't do that, yeah, you might want to just focus on like the watercolor set. If you add in more things, it might become too busy and it'll be hard to draw.
Then I guess maybe the pencils are too much to draw. Okay, now I think I'm done.
Okay.
Should I show you with my computer or with my webcam? That's different.
Whatever is easier for you.
I'll just.
Oh yeah, that's good.
And
Do you
there's
have a paintbrush that maybe you could add to that?
Sure, I could get one. There should be one like right here. Where do you think I should put it though?
You can just put it on top of the watercolors. Yeah.
Good? Or I think I got.
Yeah, whatever you think is good.
So it should look something like that.
Yeah, that looks good.
I have a question. When I color the background, should I just color the background one color, or what should I draw in the background?
You don't need to draw in a background if you don't want to. Like, you can just leave it blank and then add shadows to make it more
Okay.
3D.
Okay.
Yes, Angelina.
I'm done.
You're done. Can I see it? Oh, that looks good. Can I give you a suggestion? Can
Okay.
you try? Yeah, remember how last class we learned about different types of shading? Could you try shading and adding some shadows?
Okay.
Okay, let me know when you're done. You don't have to raise your hand, you can just unmute yourself and talk.
I am done.
Sorry, I was muted. That's good. Since you're done with this one, do you want to draw another one?
No.
No? Okay. You can add more objects to it if you want. Can you hold it closer? I can't.
I just used the picture.
Oh, okay. Yeah, that's good. That's good. Can you add?
Yeah, I don't know if I don't know if I want to color it or sketch it, though. But do you think I should use pencil like sketching, because I'm using the I'm already using my markers and watercolor, so I think I should just use sketching.
Okay, sounds good.
I'm done.
Can I see it? Oh, that's good. Did you draw dominoes all stacked together with dice?
It's supposed to be Legos, but I think I shaded them too, like hard, so it doesn't look like a Lego.
Can I look at it again? No, it looks good. If you want to, you can go back in with your eraser, if you have like a smaller eraser, and look at where there are some like highlights or like lighter parts on the Legos, and that might help to make it look more like Legos. But it looks good.
Amy, do you think when I color, do you think I should use a paper, like, just to make it smooth, or do you think I should just make it like this?
It's up to you. If the watercolor itself is not completely smooth, then you don't need to blend it. But if there's like a little bit of texture, you can leave it as it is.
Okay.
For the markers, yeah, for the markers, if you're shading in those, I would use paper and make that smooth because the markers are smooth.
Okay, I'm just gonna go get a piece of paper.
Okay. That looks good, Angelina. Okay, I'm actually going to stop everyone right now because there are a few things I need to go over before we run out of time. So the first thing is, originally on the syllabus, it had like 2 days to work for each project, but since you guys are finishing it really quickly, we'll just have a new project every week. If you don't finish, you can either work on it on your own time or you don't finish it. It's up to you, but we're not going to have class time for it. So I'll think of more projects to do for that. The second thing is I just pinned my Zoom meeting link up here, so that way you don't have to go down and look for it. And also later on, we're going to go through, I don't know whose projects these are, but after you finish your still life project, please make a new slide and type your name here, and then insert a picture of your drawing down here, so that way we can go back and point out things that we like about it. And next time we are going to be beginning 1-point and 2-point perspective. So you can search that up on your own, but I'm also going to go over it quickly before we start it. So next class, you need like a straight edge. So whether that's like a ruler or like a book, but you need something where you can draw straight lines with, because 1-point and 2-point perspective, it's very important for you to have something like that. You'll see when we do it tomorrow, or not tomorrow, next week. Okay, so at the very end, at the very last class, we're going to have a Drawing Jeopardy game where it's going to go over everything that we've learned up until then and some quick fun drawing stuff. And that's it. I will see you guys next week. Okay, bye.